Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. My name is Stephanie, the creative girl behind the designs. If you're stopping by my channel for the first time, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notification alerts so that you know when I post my next video. So in today's video, I am going to be, once again being honest, I said my last Halloween spread was my last, and then I said the last one was the last. But today, this is the second from last. I have one more planned. I came up with this brilliant idea and I kind of just want to put it out there and hopefully it'll inspire you. So if you want to see what I'm doing, stay tuned. Okay, so I am going to be setting up in my classic business planner, social media, business, my week for next week. So this is going to be the 16th through 22nd. I'm going to be using some Happy Planner stickers. I have a miscellaneous fall/Halloween sticker sheet. And I'm going to be taking a nod from my 2020 bullet journal. So I am going to kind of clear the desk up a bit here. I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay, so you can already see I have, to save a little bit of time, I went ahead and sketched out what I was going to. And that is just some stacked pumpkins in the sidebar of the weekly spread. So this takes a nod from my 2020 October bullet journal spread, in which you can see I had went ahead and taken this. Let me just kind of tuck this here just because. I took this stack of pumpkins that my daughter drew for me. And as you know, I have great ideas, but I cannot draw. So I had her draw me some pumpkins. I put them in my sidebar. And then what I did was I took some Happy Planner stickers and just labeled on top of it October. So I kind of wanted to do that same thing in my Happy Planner. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So I've got my stickers. I've already traced out my pumpkins. And so I'm just going to kind of tuck this back off to the side. And, you know, for the most part, if you want to recreate that, you could probably find something out on the internet to, you know, if you can't draw, you know, to trace that out. So I'm going to set aside my bullet journal. I started and stopped with a bullet journal. Mostly I did it July of 2020 to December of 2020. And then it was kind of sketchy for the next 2 years. I would start it, stop it, start it, stop it. As you know, if you plan and you're a planner, there's a variety of options, layouts, brands. So, you know, there's an endless opportunity to come up with the planner that works best for you. So what I'm going to do is, I pre-drawed out this sidebar because I didn't want to take the time to, you know, tediously draw that, trace it, retrace it. Now, I did it in pencil, of course. And then I went over it with my micron pens. I used black 01 for the outline, and then I used brown 01 for the vines. And then I'm going to be pulling in my pen because I'm going to start the spread, and then I'm going to probably set it to music a little bit just because the part that I had an idea for is going to get involved. And I'll just kind of do that so you don't have to, you know, watch the whole thing and tedious. It can be tedious. So I'm going to start out. Now, if you have colorful shapes, maybe you're the same as I am. I don't know. But there's certain shapes in this book that, you know, they just kind of threw me for a loop, and I have never used them because I really didn't know quite how I wanted to use them. And then that changed today, which is why I wanted to do this spread. I'm looking for the right color because I had a specific idea. So it was these triangles, I guess is really what they are. And they're in all the colors in this book. And I've never used them because I just didn't know what to do with them. Well, now that changed. So I'm going to use these in the top boxes. I think I have 6. So there's 2, 4, 6. So I have all but one day, but that's okay. Because usually I at least try to take one day and do not planner or work things. So that's okay if I don't have one in the last box. So I'll probably do Monday through Saturday, leave Sunday off. So I'm going to kind of just jump in and start. And in combination with these, I'm always trying to get them off without breaking them or ripping them. You know how I am. And I'm going to border each of the boxes with one of these cute little stickers. I think that's about straight. All right, and then we'll bring back our little decoration. Now the other thing I can do if I wanted to keep the black line is I can just like kind of snip down the edge there so that it just sits along the edge and it takes off very little of the image. So let's do that with this. So if I were to do that on this one here, I can now just do this and I won't lose any of the edge of the triangle. So let's stagger them because it looks like that's going to be the best option. All right, so let's see, we have another one. I just love this idea, and I got to use more Halloween stickers. I thought I used them all, but apparently I did not. And don't mind me, I'm just throwing everything all over my desk. All right. I'm going to use this because I know. So I'm just going to take it right to the edge of the last dots. And I'm going to put them down. And I'm just going to systematically go through and get in my cute little stickers. Now, some of them are too cute, like this one here with her little witch hat. So for her, I may only take part of the dress off. Oh, where'd it go? All right. So like in that instance, so it will filter over a bit, but I'm not worried about that. I just love the fact that I'm going to be able to use these triangles. I'm not even sure what they're called, but they're like boxes. So in some sense of the word, I'm, you know, kind of sticking with the box idea when it comes to using the stickers. But hey, you know, no matter how you use them, they're still stickers, right? No matter what shape they are, as long as you're using your stickers. So let's get another one. All right, we're gonna go back to the top. So let's bring this one back up here, and I wanna take it right to the top. So I am going to make sure I do it, just put it on here from the top. All right. And of course there's a lot of pumpkins, but I was really more wanting to try and get the little figurines. So I think if I used this one, I might have a bit more room. She's really big. I don't know. Let's shoot for this one here. Oops. All right. Let's see how much, if any, let's just trim off a bit. How cute is that? All right. Yeah, and so the fact that it filters over isn't really a problem. I thought I had a little piece somewhere. There it is. I knew I had a little piece. It's not really a problem because I really wanted to get these in here for YouTube. So I'm not worried that it carried over. And plus I still have room to write. So let's keep going. I am loving how this is coming out. All right, so we now need to go down. I mean, in terms of the classic size, it is a bit big, the triangle, but it works. Let's see, I think for this one, since I'm in the sidebar here, I think I'm gonna go for this cute little ghost. I am gonna clip a bit of this one off as well. And that fit perfectly. And let's see. I noticed on my one box over here, or triangle, the side is not the same. They're on different sides, like the thicker parts on different sides, but that's okay. Not gonna worry about it. All right, 2 more to go. I'm working on 2 papers and I wanna make sure I don't duplicate. I don't want to have, since the thick part of the box is different on all of these, I want to kind of make it the same on this side. So that's why I keep flipping back and forth. And then I think for this one, I want to use this little girl. Now, this little devil girl has a tail that I kind of don't want to cut off. So, okay, that will work. And I'm gonna get this little piece out of here before it sticks down, like it just did. It's Monday. I mean, you won't see this on Monday, but you know how the struggle is real on a Monday. So let me see if I can get this one up without ripping anything. There. All right. All right, so now I should be able to get her in pretty good. So she's a smidge crooked, but that's okay. I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay, one more, and then I can get this box out of the way, I think. So let's see, we had, okay, now we'll do this one this way. Perfect. So here we go, last one. All right. So I started with a mummy. I think I'm going to end with the mummy, just for balance, because he is cute. Okay. So I think for this one, I'll do this. All right. Luckily that one came up good. Now remember how I said this one is pretty big? So I think I'm gonna put her just in Sunday because I definitely want to use her. I just didn't want her to filter over. Okay, so I went ahead, pulled out 2 colors that I think I'm going to use. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this for a minute. And I'll move all my stickers. Now, the green I was going to use for the leaves. So in each of these vines, there's some leaves. I was just going to kind of run some green over them. Now with this type of layout, you could, if you wanted to, go back and color the pumpkins. I don't know if I will. I kind of like them the way they are, but I may pop in some color because for me it would be about matching some of the colors that are in the sticker kit. In this, it technically wasn't even a full kit. It was just like some miscellaneous Halloween stickers. But at least with the leaves, it kind of gives it a little bit of color. And by using the brown micron to outline the vines, it gave it like a little bit of dimension. And then this one, I will show you the color number. And as always, I will link anything I can in the description box below. One more. Okay, oops. This one here is 158. All right, so now what I'm gonna do so that I can get this portion done is to mimic these triangles. I decided I wanted to go to the bottom box and I wanted to basically create that same angle in the bottom box. So I went ahead and pre-traced some lines that I'm going to use my micron to now go over in full. You'll see what I mean. And then I'm going to fix them. So you're going to get totally what I mean. Hopefully this one isn't too dark. It's always hard to tell if it's going to be too dark or not. And then I'll have to erase the lines, which in that case, I think I may want to use my micron. So before I go too far, let me go back to my micron. Because when you erase pencil marks, sometimes the gel pens can run. So I'm going to have to be careful on that first one. Okay, so that didn't take too long. That's probably because I pre-sketched it out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my jelly roll. Hopefully I won't run out. And I am going to white out the bottom of each of these angles. Okay, so give that a second to dry. While that's drying, you know, you can see the angle that I was talking about. So up here I have that angle and I've now brought it down here. I've never done that to the bottom part of the box, so I'm really happy I did it because I'm really liking it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to use both my green and... So this is, again, the 158, this one's 946, and I'm just going to go through this box, the boxes here, and I'm going to highlight while that dries. In fact, let me move this one because it's still a smidge wet. Look how cute that is. All right. Now, before I run out of space, since I do see that it may be a little bit tight, I'm pulling out my Planner Basics Mini. And again, it's just sticker books that I haven't pulled out very much, and I kind of just want to use them. I'm going to scan quickly before I set this aside to make sure that there was nothing else from here I wanted to use. Okay, so we're good. So I'm going to move this one aside, get it out of my way. Okay, so from Planner Basics, I want to use, and since it's mini, it's perfect. I want to use the, here it is. So there is clear to-do stickers. So there's not only one with like a little asterisk by them, there's also just plain ones. And I think I'm going to use the plain ones just because there isn't a whole lot of room for me to work in. So having the mini is the perfect size. It is going to filter over a little bit, but I'm not going to white that out just because then I feel like it'll be too obvious. Oops. And in some places, it's going to be a tight squeeze. I'm putting them down as far as I can while still leaving the first box open so that when I finish that task, I can check it off. There's no greater feeling than checking off your to-do list. And if it doesn't get done, the world will still continue tomorrow. Don't be afraid of creating lists. Lists really are the shortened version. So like if you are someone who likes to write it all out, maybe script as some people might call it, or manifest. Really the to-do list is the exact same thing. You're just doing it in shorthand. So all you're doing is putting down a little tickler note as to what you need to get done. Okay, perfectly suited for that area. It worked out perfectly. And then I do want to, I want to see if I can find a little sticker for this area over here. I wonder if these would fit. I'm curious if this is going to fit on this girl sticker. How cute is that? Okay, so this should be sufficiently dried. And I'm going to go ahead and get, like, it's not, if you're seeing it in person, it's not a perfect system. So using a Jelly Roll pen will cover these lines up, but it's not perfect. But at glance, it does look like it's working. So, I mean, I'm not looking for perfection. I just need something to be functional for me. Okay, so I am going to start scattering these little people, little Halloween people all around. Now this is the other one that is big, so I'm thinking I'm going to have to, I'm going to incorporate some of that over here, which still gives me room to make a note if I need to. Okay. And let's see, I'm going for big first and then I can kind of filter in all the others. So I have this cute little pumpkin girl. I'm going to kind of put them maybe at the borders of it. So like here, I think I'm going to put it, I'm going to trim it again as much as I can without taking off too much of the design. All right. This one should fit in here nicely now. That is so cute. I love her. And then let's see, I have one left. Now this one has an image on the side. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off and I'm going to border it on the opposite side. And it really won't be that much that I'm cutting off. Okay, I had to get all the little stickies off my hand. So I think I'm going to put this one here. cute. So now all that I have left are smaller pieces. I do have 3 spiders. So I am going to hang some from the top by October. I'm not really sure they look like spiders, but they're not very cute. All right, back to business. So I've got one. I'm gonna put this one down here because then it kind of balances off that one. So I'm gonna put this one over here. And then I've got one left. Oops. I'm so happy that I've used almost all the stickers, all the fall stickers at least. So this one, I like it because she's kind of, you know, the way she's standing, it kind of looks like she's seeing it coming down. So I'm gonna put this one here. Like it's coming down from the pumpkin. All right, I've got these 2 funny little Halloween balloons. And I'm going to put them, I'm going to put one on her because it looks like she'd be holding one. Let's take a smidge off of this, right? Yes. And then I've got one more over here that I was thinking originally like over here. Yeah, why don't we do this? All right, now all I have left are these decorative, and I'm just gonna kind of pop them in everywhere. So this here, let's see where I can get this one in where I don't have to cut too much of it. So I think this may be the first month that I was all set up for the next week in advance. So that's good. I'm usually struggling to get through things and getting them done. And so I'm happy about that. So let's see, let's take this guy. Let's pop that up there. I'm gonna, as I see ones that are similar, I'm going to take them and use them just to create the balance down here. And now I have a good